Hey, it's Kyler with FollowHook, and we're going to talk about Mailchimp groups and tags in this lesson. And we'll mention segments, but not get too deep into that topic. This assumes you have a Mailchimp account, so go ahead and sign into your Mailchimp dashboard. You should see a screen similar to this. Now, as we discussed in the first lesson, your subscribers, your people, your contacts, however you want to refer to them, are called audience in Mailchimp. So if you click on audience and then click View Contacts, you're going to see all of the contacts that you have. Right now, this is just a test account with a bogus email and stuff like that. In the past, if you've used Mailchimp before, Mailchimp used to operate on a multiple list model, meaning, let's say you wanted to segment your users and I'm an independent filmmaker, so I'm going to use that as an example. Let's say we want to know how many of our people like comedies, how many people like action movies, etc. So we might have lists based on genre. Might not be the best example, but you get the idea. That became convoluted because one person might be in several lists, and then that raised the price of your subscription with Mailchimp, etc. So Mailchimp changed things up, and not that you can't create more than one audience, but the ideal scenario that all marketing platforms push is one list that you organize with things like tags and groups and segments. So with that said, FollowHook uses tags. And other platforms like ConvertKit, Project Broadcast also use tags. Mailchimp has a tag function, but the better organizational tool within Mailchimp is called groups. So let's take a look at this so it makes more sense. So I'm in audience already, but let's back out to remind you how to get here. I'm going to audience at the top, then click View Contacts, and then under Manage Contacts, I'm going to go to Groups. So right now I have no groups. So let's jump over to theater11.com. This is my wife and I's independent film company, as you've probably seen already. And on the home page, I have an opt-in form where people can request updates for our upcoming feature film. When someone submits their name and email in here, FollowHook automatically tags them with a tag so that I know that they want updates on the movie. So what would that look like in Mailchimp? I would probably create a group, and then I'm going to leave the default checked here as checkboxes for the group, and then you put in a group category and then individual group names. So the name of our feature film is Paradise Strikes. So I'm going to put that in as the category, and within that I'm going to have subcategories, which are the actual groups. So for example, I might have a group for people wanting updates on the movie, another group for potential crew, another group for investors. I can remove or add as many as I want. I can have just one group under this category. That's totally fine. And then if I click Save, this is going to save the group into Mailchimp. It immediately asks me if I want to import to the group or if I'm just done. I'm just going to say I'm done for now. So I can edit it at any time, etc. So now if I go back to Manage Contacts and View Contacts, I can take my bogus test person here, and over here under Groups, I could click Edit and check the one that I want them in and save it. So now any emails I send out to the film updates group, this fake person named Roll Outer, will get it. Hopefully that makes sense. So that's groups. Now let's look at tags. Again, I'm going to go to Audience, View Contacts, and under Manage Contacts, I'm just going to hit the down arrow and go to Tags. Okay, so a tag is a less intensive organizational tool. If I just want to tag people to identify a certain piece of information about them, I could just click Create Tag and name the tag. And there it is. Now, from what I've read, you can't do as much with tags in Mailchimp as you can with groups. We chose, when we integrated FollowHook with Mailchimp, to integrate with groups. So as far as using Mailchimp with FollowHook, you want to use groups and not tags. I'm just showing you what a tag is. The other thing in Mailchimp that we're not going to dive into in depth, but just so you know about it, is segments. So again, under Manage Contacts, go to Segments. And now a segment is a way to filter people with a very granular approach. So let's say I have a collection of groups under Paradise Strikes, and one of them is film updates, everyone that wants updates on the movie. But I want to send an email only to people like maybe in the state of California. Well, a segment would allow me to filter. It would let me do things like say, I want people that are in this group and also located in California, filter, and give me a list of that kind of stuff. So you get the idea. So if you want to really fine-tune some stuff in Mailchimp, you can use segments to do that. But again, FollowHook communicates with groups only. So that's how they talk to each other, it's just so you know that when you're setting Mailchimp up. So that's it for this lesson. I'm going to get more into it when we talk about integrating FollowHook with Mailchimp, and you'll see how this stuff all plays out. It might sound complicated, but it's honestly not. Once you see it in play, you'll see that it's very straightforward, and then the syncing between the two platforms is amazing, and it's going to save you so much time. So hey, thank you so much for being a FollowHook customer, and this is Kyler signing off. I'll see you in another lesson soon.